Hello and welcome to Film Cup and in South. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Prabhu Jeyaram's Yennanga Sir, Unga Sattam. The film has R.S. Karthiik in the lead and he is supported by actors like Rohini and Junior Balaya. Now, this is a very self-aware film. The hero, that is the R.S. Karthiik character, is named JP, and the initial parts of the film are presented as a series of episodes that are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 and so forth. Now, each episode exposes JP as a womanizer, as a liar, as someone who treats his parents with, if not disrespect, he really is very dishonest with them. And after about a half an hour of the stuff, we're wondering, okay, so there are all these incidents, but where's the story? And that is exactly what someone tells JP. Kadaiye illama sambhavam sambhavama irukke. So this man who says this to JP is a producer, and JP is having a narration session with him. That is, he's narrating the story to him, which has all these incidents. That is why I say this is a very self-aware film. For instance, take the fact that the director's name is Prabhu Jeyaram, the initials are PJ, and the hero's name is JP, which is the inverted version. And now we come to the film's other interesting aspect, its structure. After those initial series of episodes, which are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, the screenplay settles down into a series of 3 interviews and keeps intercutting between these 3 interviews. The first interview is, of course, something we've already seen. It is between JP and his producer. Well, it is not technically an interview, it is more of a narration session, but if you look at it in one way, if JP succeeds in his narration, he will get the job. So this is a kind of an interview. Now the second interview is that for a temple priest, and both Brahmins and people from other communities apply for the job. Now will the interviewer, that is Junior Balaya, do the right thing and select the right candidate irrespective of his caste? Or will he fall to the traditional prejudices of his community? Now the third interview is where Rohini is the interviewer, and this is for a government job. Actually, Rohini is one of several interviewers, and there is again a question here like we had in the case of the temple priest. Should people be selected according to economic need irrespective of caste, or should the oppressed classes be always given preference? So like I said, this is a very interesting structure, and the film keeps cutting between these 3 interviews. But here's the thing, it all sounds very interesting in theory, but the film isn't as powerful as this structure suggests. Now here is a powerful and controversial line. Jadi patru tappilla, ana jadi veri dhaan tappu. Here is another controversial statement that Brahmins and other dominant caste people should qualify for reservation if they have the economic need, that is, if they are really poor. But these lines, like the rest of the things in the movie, they remain at a superficial level and they do not build in a very significant or powerful way. In other words, the writing is unfocused, and the first part where we have those episodes, a lot of those episodes are very unfunny, to be very frank. The real issue happens when the interviews start happening, because that is the meat of the film, and that is where the film becomes very unfocused. Too many issues are tackled in a very superficial way, and a lot of it is spelled out through dialogue, so the film has a very messagey and lectury feel. The director tries something else. He tries for some meta touches here and there, but again, in the context of this film, I wasn't terribly impressed by them. The performances are generic, and some of the situations, especially one involving a Facebook post, are very artificially written. That said, for a first film, this is certainly an ambitious venture and the structure is certainly impressive, but how I wish our filmmakers would stop relying on dialogues to put everything through. That's it for Yennanga Sir, Unga Sattam. If you like this video, do subscribe to Film Companion South and see you soon at the movies.